Hello, everyone, and how are you doing today? Welcome to day 3 of our Own Your Power series. I am Rev.Joslyn, your guide on this incredible journey of self recovery and empowerment. Together, we are exploring the tools and practices that will help us to tap into our true potential, such as mindfulness, chakra balancing, and understanding the power of meta balance. Throughout the series, I'll share insights and exercises that brings clarity, balance, and strength into our lives, enabling us to face those challenges that often come our way with confidence and grace. My mission is to empower you to harness your personal power for a more fulfilled, balanced life. So, our focus today would be on tremor, following up on yesterday's activity. And remember, I shared with you concerning the new moon, so you still have those energies to work with. So this particular topic, I cannot overemphasize the seriousness of it, um, the pain it may bring up, or the different emotions that you might be feeling if you truly dive into this exercise. However, as I shared with you yesterday on the previous broadcast, attempting to doing this will help you to recover your power, which is rightfully yours. So we're going to look at trauma, and it is about confronting these traumas that you face, and you acknowledge how it feels. Remember, feeling are 100% human and normal. So do your best not to cringe or shy away from them. These are your feelings, however they show up. So from your list yesterday, remember yesterday you have done a debit and credit. Now you have that list and you can revert back to it. And what we're going to be doing today now is you're going to write down from that list, that credit, what happened and how it made you feel. You would have already write it down. So now you're going to dig a little deeper. I'm saying it's going to bring up some raw emotion, but it's going to be necessary so you can truly recover that power of yours and not hide your light or any other thing under a bushel or whatever else, or not allow other people to cover pieces of you or to stifle pieces of you. So write down what happened and how it made you feel. Get all your emotions out about how you feel. Now remember, it is okay to get angry or upset about these traumas. It's fine. Trauma is not something easy to deal with, as I mentioned earlier, and it can cause major disruption in your life. You are not expected to be happy about it. So whatever it was, or maybe it still is, you must take your power back. I told you that. You gotta take your power back. Now there are times because the emotions may be so powerful, you may want to make little light of the situation, but it is what it is. Trauma is a heavy topic, and you gonna deal with those raw emotions and take your power back. Do not give any person or situation what is rightfully yours. That is your power, right? So after you would have done that, the next thing you want to do is ensure you want to turn this thing around. You want to turn the trauma or the traumas around. So you want to start thinking about it in a different light. You want to start thinking about not how the trauma made you a victim, but how you can use the trauma to make a difference and view it positively. Now again, I'm not saying to forget your trauma or make light of it. I am simply advising you to see if there is a way that you can share your story, that trauma aspect, that some folks may want to use it to keep you down, or you might allow people to use it to keep you in victim mentality or martyr mentality, whatever it is. I'm advising you and asking if you can see the positive in it, and how you can use that story. You might say, well, there is no positive thing in that story. It was only miserable. Let's see, no, because you are living, you are eating, you're not dead yet. And the whole reason why you're listening in is because you have overcome. Yes? So let's see how you can make a difference by sharing your story with the world through it. Or maybe it may not be the world just yet. It might be one person. Okay? So I'm going to give you 3 pointers to help you dig deep. And the number one is the same thing that I was saying. What was the trauma? So you're going to pull from your list that you would have yesterday, or those of you just joining in today. You're going to write down what was the trauma and what are the emotions it brought along with it. Write all those emotions down on paper, yeah, or in your journal, wherever you want to write it. If you're using your computer or your phone, write it down. Write down all those emotions. That's number one. And number two, you're going to say, what are the opposite emotions of what you felt through these traumas? Okay, so these traumas, if it was the emotion that you felt was sad, what are you going to do? Of course, the opposite of that would be happy. So what would it take you now to feel these positive emotions? Dig deep and see what you will come up with. So that's number two. And number three, how can you turn, and this is extremely important, how can you turn this trauma around and make a difference through it? Is there a way you can share this story that you have gotten through successfully to help someone overcome also? How can you do that? I want you to think on that and to write that down, okay? And what I will do is to share a little bit of my story with you, and that would be for our day 4, our next session. I'll share a wee bit of my story and how I was able to overcome some of the traumas in my life and be at it successfully. How I've been able to walk through it with ease and grace. So I'll share that with you on the next live. And please, if you can invite other invite others out, um, share my videos. I'll so appreciate this. And in doing this, you not only be spreading positivity around on your timeline instead of negative stuff, but you may just be the person who will be helping someone to own their power back in addition to you, and helping the world to be this great place that it ought to be. Yes? So, and I have homework for you. So you have these things to do, these three things to do. But additionally, now remember, I was a teacher, Yes, I have homework. So the homework is one, you're going to continue journaling after you answer these three questions, especially if the drama severely impacted your life. You're going to continue doing that journaling. And two, you're going to reach out to, if you're feeling extra stressed or so, I want you to reach out to a supportive circle, a supportive friend, or somebody that you think is supportive. And if you don't have that, I'll ask you to reach out to me. Yes? Mm-hmm. And what I will have also, I would have some things, I'll leave some things again in the comment. This video I will have on YouTube, and you can look in the comment on YouTube. I'm on YouTube as Rev.Joslyn Fari Pierre. So you can, I think I may just put the link again on my page. So you will see a number of things that can help you to alleviate those trauma time. Yes? And of course, I'm leaving you with a couple little action steps again. So you have that homework, you have the trauma stuff to work on, and you have some little things that will truly go a long way with you. One, the same action steps like yesterday, I want you to try another new self-care routine. And that might be giving yourself a facial. Another self-care routine might be meditating. If you're not someone that normally meditate, try sitting in stillness for 5 minutes. Put on your little timer, and that's another self-care activity. Yesterday I shared with you that you can do coloring, adult coloring. Adult coloring is a bit different. The drawings, everything is a bit different, and it works with the neurons and so in your brains. So don't take it lightly. There is a science in it. Yeah. Another action step I want you to take is to go to bed 1 hour earlier. And what I want you to do today for me is to take note of how you feel in the morning. And let me know if you feel a little bit more rested or not. Sometimes when we have something on our minds and we try to release it in the night, if you go to bed earlier, you're well rested. When you get up, you might feel so refreshed, and the answer might be right there for you. So you are going to do that. That's number 2. And number 3, I want you to just show yourself some grace and leniency. Show yourself some compassion. Yes, I want you to do that. If this trauma exercise proved difficult for you, continue to just love on yourself. And you can literally hug on yourself. And one of the links that I will put in there will certainly help you to deal with whatever stresses come up from that trauma exercise. It's a meta balance link, and this program is just absolutely out of this world. I don't want to underestimate I cannot find the right word to describe that program if you use it and use it correctly. Of course, you have a supportive team to work with you with Meta Balance. So I'm going to leave that link there. It's a free trial. We're not expecting you to do anything other than to reap the benefit of Meta Balance. And of course, I will share with you, for those of you who want to maybe start your meditation practice, you're not sure exactly what it's all about, how you're going to do it, and so on. I have a series there for you, and I'll leave that in the comments again. For those of you who might be interested in exploring and tapping into your intuition, getting into that, truly helping you to own your power. Because what I'm doing here in this couple of minutes is just scratching the surface. Yes? So you want to keep exploring and diving deep. And of course, you have the option of getting into a couple of my programs, one that would be best fitted for you. So again, I am Rev.Joslyn, your guide on this incredible journey of self-recovery and empowerment. And together, we are exploring the tools and the practices that will help you to tap into your true potential. Some of the tools that we're going to be using are mindfulness, chakra balancing, and understanding the power of meta balance. And what you can expect throughout this entire series is me sharing some insights, yes, and exercises that will bring you clarity, that will bring you balance, and it will bring strength into your life, enabling you to face challenges with confidence and grace. I know what I'm talking about, yes? So you will be able to get out on this challenge. My mission, of course, is to empower you to harness your personal power for a more fulfilled, balanced life. So join me again tomorrow, please God, where I'm not sure if I'll be on for the weekend. And I do have a lot of activity happen tomorrow, please God. But whichever way, if you don't see the live Friday tomorrow, you'll see it sometime over the weekend. Yes? Join me for day 4, where I will share my story with you. And I'll be encouraging you and giving you some pointers as to how you can go about sharing your story, turning that pain into profit, turning that pain into prosperity, turning that, for some of you might say, that wickedness into wealth that was done to you or had happened to you. So bye for now. God bless you. Much love. Peace and love.